Okay, we are back. I'm your host, Barry Waxler, here with my co-host, Andrea Kay and Urban Miaris. We have our first guest of the day. We are honored to have Mr. Guillaume Ryon from Le Parfait Paris.
Mm-hmm.
First, the honor is mine. Seriously, thanks a lot for having me over, guys. This is awesome.
Yeah, great. Well, tell us a little bit about your can I call it a bakery?
Yeah, it is a bakery.
Okay.
It's a pastry shop as well.
Pastry.
So pâtisserie, that's how we call it in France. And we're doing a lot of things. We're doing all kinds of breads, the breakfast pastries, all the little good stuff you like to have in the mornings.
Mm-hmm.
But we're doing also the very fine desserts like wedding cakes, huge wedding cakes.
Wedding cakes.
And lots of caterings, so the fine bite desserts and all that. And also, like the desserts you would like to have, at a nice restaurant, somebody that's specialized like that.
Okay.
So,
great. So, and what I got out of our, we did a little pre-interview with you, and what I got out of that was your whole goal here is to really keep it authentic French.
exactly.
Okay. So tell us what that means. What's the difference between authentic French versus something else you might find around here?
The first thing is the quality of the product. Keep the integrity of the product truly, outstanding, because that's a great tradition. In France, we've been doing this product for like 2,000 years, especially the bread. And it means using all natural product, doing by hand, and, as we grow, keep that quality, high.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that I'm really attached to. It's also keeping the price point decent. I'm not talking about very low because we are a better product. We're like a little bit more upscale than most people, but
So upscale at a fair price.
exactly.
Perfect.
Quality and luxury doesn't have to be expensive.
Okay. So and of course you've invited Andrea down already.
Oh, yeah.
She's already over there on Twitter getting your message out.
Better
Absolutely.
get
So-
there.
Hey, I got to get the good word out on where people can go for things delicious. Now, but you guys do more than just desserts, right? Tell everybody about your savory items as well.
Well, we have a lot of savory items like quiches, sandwiches, soups, salads, and all that. So it's really like kind of a get-together place when you can enjoy like a cup of wine, glass of champagne, and just munch on a lot of small, not expensive stuff. That way you get a full meal out of it. Like a tapas bar. It's
Right.
exactly a tapas bar when you want at night. And that's something that I'm attached to because you find a lot of those in Paris, but none of them in America when you have a lot of French places. So I was actually wondering why are we missing that link? It's
Right.
like you're not taking one
Because
of
we need people like you to make a difference.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do.
Now,
Great.
tell us about coming to San Diego. I mean, why San Diego?
Well, anybody, except for the last 3 days, but like anybody that has ever been to San Diego would say, oh my God. The weather, the people, the city, and walking around downtown, I've seen a few downtowns that have been that clean, that joyful. And even when there's a huge event like Mardi Gras and all that, they always keep it pretty nice. There have been some incidents, but it's
Well, I forgot that connection between you and Andrea. She is a total Mardi Gras.
I'm from New Orleans.
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
best thing.
Yeah.
See, actually, I was talking. This is a great thing that came from France. I always miss that out. Like Mardi Gras is actually, I love Mardi Gras.
Mhm. And we love
Well-
our French food in New Orleans.
I know you
Mhm.
guys have awesome Cajun and Creole thing, and that's actually something that's very close to me because I actually grew up most of my life. Both my parents are French, but I grew up in Africa, and so in New Orleans you get that mix of
Oh,
the
yeah.
African and French culture that I love over there.
Well, many years ago, I had a friend from Philadelphia who had this wild idea to bring the Mummers Parade to San Diego, which he did.
Never. What's the Mummers
Well,
Parade?
Mummers Parade is a famous Philadelphia parade. It has more stuff going on behind the scenes than in front of it. But regardless, he was very successful at that. So I suggest that the two of you get together and bring Mardi Gras to San Diego.
Well, there's a Mardi Gras in San Diego, but I don't consider it like authentic like we
Right.
have in New Orleans. And I'm pleased that there's some authentic French food now that I'm gonna be able to get here, particularly with the pastries, because I haven't found any yet.
That's that actually a lot of the guys that come in here, like a lot of the people that come in there in our shop, the first thing they say is thank you. And I was actually, that was something very rewarding. Like when they were thank you, we even got a comment on Yelp just saying thank you for being here.
Yeah.
I was, and to me that just validated everything I was trying to achieve, and that's really something that matters to us, because it's a little bit more than a business, because I'm talking about my heritage. I'm talking about everything in that store that I sell is what I deeply love. I could eat everything. I got so
awesome.
fat since I opened. But
well, you're in amazing shape, so I'm not sure how much of your own stuff you're actually eating all day.
Actually, yeah. I used to be better.
You're doing far better than I would if I got to eat that food every day. I'll tell you.
Well,
but it's not just you in this enterprise. You've also got your family, your wife, as well as your chef.
Exactly. Jeff and Ludivine are. Jeff is the chef. Ludivine is my wife, and they're both amazing people. I never seen. I mean, even if they were not my family, they work so hard that they would make any coworker. I mean, they're the best coworkers. Period. And it's family, and there's nothing better than that, because you just trust them. The synergy is there. They know what I'm thinking before I say it.
And the love is there. It's there in the
there.
enterprise as well as in the food.
Yep.
You're listening to Close Up on San Diego Business here on KFSD AM 1450, a Bloomberg radio station, streaming live on the web at financialnewsandtalk.com. Give us a tweet at CloseUpSD or find our page on Facebook. We want to hear from you. I'm your host, Barry Waxler, here with my co-hosts, Andrea Kay and Urban Miaris, and our guest is Mr. Guillaume Ryon from Le Parfait, Paris. I have to slow down on that one.
Barry, I've been in the bakery business, not French, but German bakery, and people don't realize the amount of work and commitment. The pastry and bakery industry has been in a downturn up until recently. Pastry chefs, just 10 years ago, couldn't get work. They had to get jobs in other types of specialties in the food industry, but now independent bakeries, there's a demand for pastry chefs. We're in a resurgence. If you measure the economy by baked goods and pastries, we're definitely on an upsurge now. It's been exciting. And
hallelujah, says Andrea.
I get many people that say they want to go in the bakery business, and first thing I ask them is, what time do you wake up? And if they say the crack of noon, I say, no, bakery business is not for you. Just remember that when you wake up in the morning, the pastry and baking chefs are already done with work.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a long hour business.
Tell us, how'd you come up with the menu they have?
Well, we add a lot of French classics. Like we wanted to have a modern take on the pastry world in France. So we kept the classics, make them a little bit, more, up to date, and then we just did the thing we love. Like, I went around the table and what do you really want on the menu, what do you want less, and like what's your favorite thing, and we actually have the food. Like, I can vouch for every item I have on this menu. I'm very excited because this is I think that menu is always evolving. Of course, because we're always doing new stuff, like almost every month, but we're really selling something that we deeply love and that we.
If you could only eat one thing every day from your menu, like what's like your favorite all-time?
Well, we put our name on it, so it's called Le Parfait Signature, and it's this one is the greatest because it's an almond biscuit, then a layer of praline, which is a caramel made out of hazelnut and almond, and then dark chocolate over the layer, covered in dark chocolate glazing. So this all natural that we do ourselves, of course, and it looks beautiful first of all, and when you try it, it's heaven.
Well,
my God.
I can tell you the one thing that you need that you don't have right now. Okay, you need a cot for Andrea, so you can just go camp out there.
Are there any special pastries that you make just for the holidays?
Oh yes, we have those bûches, which is exactly the translation of log. Like the log you put in a fireplace, actually, and it's great. It's a great pastry because we do have a modern take on it, but that has been around like for generations. And even here, you always have it, like with that little swirl
The
on
Bush
the
Noel.
side.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, oui, oui.
That is awesome. So yeah, la bûche de Noël, that's exactly how it's called. So we also have the macarons that are, seasonal. We have the peppermint macaron and we have the gingerbread macaron. So they're awesome.
Fantastic.
I love the peppermint because I'm a big fan of the after eight.
Right.
Yeah. Now you guys just added wine, correct? Did you just get your license for that?
Yes. That was actually a bit of a struggle, but because the gas lamp being what it is, like getting a new license in a gas lamp is always like pretty hard. But yeah, to me, every great meal needs to be shared with a bottle of wine, and that's just our beer. And we have great wine in France and in California. We have great beer in San Diego, and I thought that was just too bad that we could not enjoy it with the food we're serving. So we're pretty proud to say, we're serving.
Fantastic.
Yep. Yeah. So we have plenty of guests that've been on here that need to connect up with Guillaume.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
So tell us a little bit about location. Where are your locations?
Well, the first location is in Mission Valley. That's where we do everything. That's where we cook everything, and we have a small retail center over there. That's where we take a lot of our clients for catering and wholesale. We do a lot of wholesale and catering, and that's actually a very good location because it's central. And we have also a location in downtown, right in the heart of the gas lamp, G Street, between 5 and 6th Avenue. It's pretty much.
But your plan, though, is to expand and to become a chain.
Exactly. That's why we went with the route of having, a production center that is off-site because, first of all, if we're talking about the business standpoint, you save a lot in rent because you need a huge amount of space to produce all that. And so we're saving in rent in Mission Valley because, of course, it's way cheaper than the gas lamp. And then we can only have the retail stall in the gas lamp. So for expansion purposes, we have a production big enough for 5. So it would be just a small incremental cost when you compare
Gotcha.
So you can grow your production with the retail side.
Exactly.
Okay. So I'm gonna put out some of the addresses here. We're at the Mission Valley pastry shop is at 4564 Alvarado Canyon Road, and the downtown is at 555 G Street for anybody that wants to come by. Make sure you mention Close Up on San Diego Business, and I'm sure they're going to take really good care of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and now are you also going to have champagne?
Oh, yeah. Actually, we're coming up with a line of champagne cocktails because, all right, I'm not a big fan of mimosas, but we do them the right way. I like everything pure, but, I'm not the only one in the business. And my wife loves mimosa. And when I'm saying she's serious about it...
So you're going to be a good man and take care of your wife.
Oh, my God.
Make sure she's got a good mimosa.
Exactly. And what we do, it's all fresh squeezed juices. And, so it gives it basically in the mimosa business, you get the worst champagne, the worst juice together, and that's very acidic. Champagne is acidic. Orange juice is hell of acidic. So when you combine them together, it's a kind of a stomachache. So we are taking the best stuff and putting it together, and I usually don't like it, and I liked it. So
fantastic.
Great. Well, we are running short on time here. Got to get to a break. Appreciate you being with us. Let me put out your website so people can get more information. We've got www.leparfaitparis, LEPARFAITPARIS.com.
Exactly.
We welcome everybody to come visit and do a little taste test.
All right.
Great. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
You're listening to Close Up on San Diego Business, where we get up close and personal with homegrown San Diego business and the people that are working hard to make a difference in our community. Send us a tweet at CloseUpSD or just find us on Facebook. Let us know what you think. I'm your host, Barry Waxler. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.